The following is a presentation of the Eagles Sports Network.
Hello and welcome into week 6 of the Ashley Ingram Show, where Carson-Newman pulls out all the dramatics and picks up a 28-27 win over the Mountain Lions of Mars Hill. Hello everyone, I'm the voice of the Eagles, Adam Cavalier, alongside Carson-Newman head football coach Ashley Ingram. Ashley, walk-off touchdowns in regulation with no time on the clock, not on Hail Marys, are pretty doggone rare. You trailed by 2 scores with 100 seconds left and somehow found a way to pull it out of the fire against the Lions. What can you say about this team's, I guess, never say quit attitude to get the job done on the road for a 6th straight win to start the season?
It was great. They've been awesome. It took a tip ball and an onside kick and 4 downs from the 3-yard line to get it in, but the guys kept fighting, and we didn't play our best game, and obviously, give a lot of credit to Mars Hill for that. But we found a way.
What of those elements, tips ball to get within a score, you were sacked on the first play of that drive, you recover an onside kick, you convert on 2 fourth downs on the final drive. To you, what was the most improbable element to overcome on that day?
Oh, I guess anytime you get an onside kick and you're able to secure that, and you're at midfield, you have plenty of time, and you have 3 timeouts left. So I think the onside kick for sure. Great kick by Andrew Seibert, and then obviously a great play by Jeremiah Carroll with the recovery.
Felt like I was watching a basketball game, the way he tipped it to himself and was ready to run the other direction on the fast break. You look at that play, he's the guy that tipped the ball into the air that Cade Meeks caught for the touchdown to make it a 2-score game. Just how instrumental were his hands to this come from behind effort?
Well, without him, I don't think we win the football game. So, no, I thought it was a great play by him. The kick from Andrew, when I saw it take the first hop, I knew we had a shot, because you could tell the ball was going to on the second hop go high, so it was a great kick as well.
This game features some advanced scouting work from you. Not too many head coaches that are willing to drive the mountains of outside of Mars Hill to figure out a way to get there. And again, a 3rd straight week on the road where you have some adversity. Right. In this case, it was, how do you get there? You found a way to get there. What's that say about yourself and Edgar Weiser, that you're willing to take some time on a Tuesday to figure out, hey, how can we get to Mars Hill?
Right. Well, obviously the area has been devastated, by the flood, so we were not able to travel through 26, down 26, and then the option was to go up 81, 77, go around to Hickory, spend the night in Hickory, and then drive over an hour and a half on game day. But the road from Newport, Doug Cochran helped us out a lot here, who's the head of public safety. He reached out to the Mars Hill Police, and they spoke to the North Carolina Highway Patrol and gave us a route. We drove it on Tuesday just to make sure it was open, because all the maps were saying that it was not open. So you got to find a way.
Found a way to win. Carson-Newman prevails over Mars Hill 28-27. We'll break down the first half when we come back after these messages on the Ashley Ingram Show.
Believe in Nashville. Believe in Memphis, Chattanooga, and Knoxville. Believe in communities where people take care of each other. Believe in staying true to your word and treating others the way you'd want to be treated. We do, because we believe in you. We're Farm Bureau Insurance, and we don't just believe in Tennessee. We believe in Tennesseans. Farm Bureau Insurance, Tennessee's insurance company.
When it comes to the things you love the most in life, you want an insurance company who knows you and cares about you. At Carriage Hill Insurance, that's not just what they do, that's who they are. Whether it's home, auto, life, or business, you'll get the best coverage for the best cost. From Tennesseans who know Tennesseans. Carriage Hill Insurance. Insurance with a human touch.
Hey guys, it's Mark from the all-new Rusty Wallace Hyundai, and we're proud to be supporters of the Carson-Newman Eagles. At Rusty Wallace Hyundai, we're home of the 200,000-mile warranty and 3 years free maintenance. And we want to wish Coach Ingram and all the coaches, players, and fans a great football season. So come and check us out at RustyWallaceHyundai.com. So from my family and all the Rusty Wallace Hyundai family, Talon's up!
Back on the Ashley Ingram Show as Carson-Newman gets to 6-0 for the first time since 2007 with a heart-stopping 28-27 win over the Mountain Lions of Mars Hill behind the largest fourth-quarter comeback in school history. We'll break down that a little bit further later on in the show. Adam Cavalier alongside the Eagles head man Ashley Ingram. Ashley, a first half, really a tale of two quarters. You fell behind 17-0 before you found footing in the second and rattled off 14 unanswered points. What changed first to second quarters?
Offensively, we just couldn't get anything going early on. We just, they played a little different defense than we anticipated, and our guys are still new at this, so it took a little while to get adjusted. The second play of the game, we have a pick. We get called for a penalty. We'll leave it at that. And but we got going in the second quarter and had two drives and just basically took the ball down the field and scored. And then we got the ball right before the end of half and had another opportunity to gave up a sack, right before half though. But we kind of found our groove a little bit. Went into halftime, knew we were going to get it, to come out with, and just couldn't get it going again.
Obviously some fits and starts, but felt like a well-managed game from a clock management standpoint. Knew you were going to get 2 for 1 before the half, and you found yourself all of a sudden with a 3 for 1 because of a stop. And then the end of the game, onside kick recovery notwithstanding, as good as it gets in having the 3 timeouts remaining. How active is your mind in game controlling that?
Well, for us, just by the nature of the offense, we need to, from the start, we need to hold on to those timeouts as best we can, because we're not going to be in the gun throwing it all over the place. And for us to be able to move the ball down the field in those type of situations, the run game is a very important part of it. And if we can make people play the run, then we have opportunities to make big plays in the pass game. So we need those timeouts. And then the 2-minute warning obviously helps. So no, it was instrumental, and I don't think without it we probably don't have a chance to get in the end zone there.
First quarter, 6 yards of offense for you. Mars Hill, 120 plus. Second quarter, that flips. You hold Mars Hill to 17. You go for the 2 scores and 120 plus yards of offense. What changed, or was it just you found your footing?
I think a little bit of found our footing. I think maybe we kind of simplified our thinking offensively too. Just let's run the ball at them, see what we can do here. That was good. The other thing that happened in the first quarter is we threw that interception as well. That did not help us. That was Zane was very careless with the football there. I think it was only our 4th turnover through 6 games. So that's another thing that's given us a chance this year too in some of these tight games. We just haven't turned the ball over.
At the halftime break by a score of 17-14, and here are those first half highlights.
Touchdown. Goulet behind Martin in an ace set. 2 receivers split to the right. That is the wide side of the field marginally. Martin takes, hands off Goulet right side, picks his way to the right, stretches it to the right sideline, pushing past the 5, pushing to the pylon, and he touches it. He's in. Touchdown Lions. Goulet was jammed up the middle. Carson-Newman 11. Martin in the gun, Goulet to his left. 2 receivers to the wide side left. Martin back to pass, pressured from behind, hit by Major Williams, but he completes it to his target, who wiggles over the right boundary and into the end zone. Isaiah Jean-Baptiste Nice shimmy at the 5, cut back left over the right. On Carson-Newman. Eagles split 2 receivers to the wide side right for 3rd and 16. Trying to avoid a second straight 3 and out. Whitson takes, rolls the pocket right. Marsville pressures from the backside. Whitson throws on the run. It is intercepted by the Lions. Return man along the left sideline. Cut down near the 20-yard line. Vertility. 5 seconds left in the first quarter. Tichy will kick from right to left. There's no wind. Snap back, hold down. Tichy puts it up. It's a line drive kick. Tichy sends it to the left of the concession stand. It's good. So Mars Hill gets.
Can we power through it, or do we have to get the ball outside?
2nd down, 2 to go for the Eagles from the Mars Hill 3. Whitson under center flex bone. Sullins the fullback. Whitson takes, will give to Sullins left side. Sullins will waltz in. Touchdown. Carson-Newman. Sullins virtually untouched. Finds the end zone for the 4th time this season on the ground. And the Eagles punch back. Sub getting off the field. Snap back to Martin on 3rd and 7. Slips it middle of the field. Incomplete. Makai Brown in one-on-one coverage with Charlie Gwinnett.
The right situation, you need to be willing to go with Jeremiah or Cade and take a deep look, because the safeties are almost in a place where they can't help center field.
Meeks goes to the wide side left. Carroll to the short side right for 2nd and 5 from the line 48. Whitson, option pitch to the right side for Ferguson. He's got a seam, has 1st down yardage. Right sideline across the 40, across the 35, and shoved down at the 32-yard line by the seconds left first half. 17-7 Lions leading. Whitson will take. He drops back to pass. Whitson going to air long. Left sideline. It's Cam Ferguson. Wide open. Left side of the end zone. He seizes it. Touchdown. Carson-Newman. Whitson drops a dime into Cam Ferguson's bucket. 2 yards deep along the left sideline in the end zone. A 19-yard pitch and catch. And it's 17-13 Lions with 58.4 seconds left in the 2nd quarter.
Those are the first half highlights. Eagles down at the halftime break to Mars Hill, 17-14. Ashley, what was your halftime message to the team?
Well, I thought we had kind of found our groove there offensively at the end, and we were going to get the ball first. We had an opportunity to take the ball and either go tie it up or take the lead. And I thought we'd be in position to do that, and we come out and we really don't do anything with it. We go 3 and out, and so much for my halftime motivation. But that was the plan, and it's probably the most animated I'd been at half. So I don't know.
It was frustrating though. Right. You're in that position. You've battled back. You maintained poise after falling behind 17-0, and had, I think, 2 or 3 drives with a chance to tie or take the lead before Mars Hill, their offense clicked into gear. And was able to stretch it out to a 2-score game. How frustrating was it that you were in position a couple times, but again, similar to the first quarter, 3 and out. I think turnover on downs were the first 3 drives of the second half.
Right. Yeah. Like I said after the game, frustration maybe was not the thought at the time. It was just, all right, what can we do to get back in the game here? Now, going back and watching the film yesterday, there's a lot of frustration. We just have to play much better on both sides of the football. Give Mars Hill credit. Their quarterback's a dynamic player. He can beat you throwing the ball. He can beat you with his legs. We have to play better. We have been taking steps forward. I don't think this past Saturday we took a step forward with our execution on either side of the football.
You did do just enough to hang around. And you bring up J.R. Martin, annihilated you with his legs in the first quarter, had 60 yards rushing in the first 15 minutes, and then really didn't the rest of the game. What did you do to, I don't know that bottle him up is the right word, but you at least slowed him down over the final 3 frames?
Well, Coach Slade, he's been around, so we had a spy on him some. We tried to do a better job containing him. We had some pressures that were designed to kind of control him a little bit. But he's a great player, though, and he made some plays. And I just thought at the end of the game, things weren't going great. And when we held them to the field goal, we had so many defensive players go down. We lost Major. Just the fact that the defense kept fighting. They kept fighting, and they, bend but don't break kind of mentality. But when we kept it to 13, at least we thought we had a chance, and we were able to go down and score that drive and put us in a situation where if we got the onside kick, we may have a chance.
It's 28-27 over Mars Hill. First time since 1934, Carson-Newman has won 2 games in one season by 1 point. We'll break down the second half when we come back after these messages. This is the Ashley Ingram Show.
Believe in Nashville. Believe in Memphis, Chattanooga, and Knoxville. Believe in communities where people take care of each other. Believe in staying true to your word and treating others the way you'd want to be treated. We do, because we believe in you. We're Farm Bureau Insurance, and we don't just believe in Tennessee. We believe in Tennesseans. Farm Bureau Insurance, Tennessee's insurance company.
On game night, winning is everything. But life's big wins happen off the court. When you win a heart. When you win their trust. When you win their respect. First Bank's community banking is perfect for life's big wins because of what we're big on. You. Make us part of your team for life's biggest wins.
All right, back on the Ashley Ingram Show as Carson-Newman gets to 6-0 for the first time since 2007 with a heart-stopping 28-27 win over Mars Hill. I'm Adam Cavalier alongside Carson-Newman head football coach Ashley Ingram. Ashley, a second half, really the final 95 seconds that is the pinnacle of excitement. I don't know that, for men of a certain age that grew up playing the NCAA football series, there was the game score if you had a really great game. I don't know that the game would register a high game score in the NCAA football series, but certainly the final 4 minutes is as exciting as it gets. What is the pinnacle of that outside of the onside kick for you?
I think just and it's really been the whole season long since I got here this spring, is just the guys staying together, the guys fighting till the end, and just finding a way to get it done. And we preach brotherhood, we preach being the closest team, we preach mental toughness, don't quit, and the guys just kind of hung in there. And obviously hanging in there doesn't win you games. We needed some things to happen, and the onside kick's not luck. It was a great kick and it was a great play. And then us having our timeouts and us driving down the field, that's not luck. That's us going down the field and driving. Now maybe the tip to Cade is maybe there's a little luck involved in that, but he made a great play. And he knew where he was on the field. He knew what his route was. He saw what was unfolding, and he kind of trailed it, and he made a great play.
You alluded to it earlier. Secondary was as impacted by injuries as any position group you have, and that includes your quarterbacks. Kendall Williams goes out. Jet Jones goes out. Major Williams gets disqualified due to targeting in the first half. You're playing 2 true freshmen. Isaiah Kane has been in the program but doesn't have a ton of snaps under his belt. Played a transfer in Jaden Floyd a lot. What can you say about that back end hanging in there, sticking together against a quarterback the caliber of J.R. Martin?
No, it was great. And obviously they made some mistakes, and there's some things that they can do better. And just being out there and playing is going to help them. But, our mentality, we're down to our 4th quarterback. So we're not going to make excuses. It's just a next man up mentality. And if the guy dresses and he goes on the trip and his number is called, it's up to him to perform. And he's got to prepare during the week, and those guys did a good enough job to help us win this football game.
Thursday before a game, I'm going to run the other way with my headset in it. No.
First game.
No, I'm good. Carson-Newman beats Mars Hill 28-27, and here are those second half highlights.
36. Moving right to left. Martin takes the shotgun snap, four-man rush. Pressured up the middle by Dumazil, hit by Ja'Cory Long, and sacked back at the 33-yard line. 17 straight weeks with a sack. The Eagles finally come home here for a stop and to hold the Lions to a field goal attempt. Two receivers, Jean-Baptiste and Lauren out to the wide side left. Goulet to the right of Martin in the gun. Hargrove to the short side right. Martin back to pass. Blitzed up the middle. He escapes. Martin running left. Throwing left. Into the end zone. It is caught. It is complete. Touchdown, Lions. There is a flag on the play at the line.
Adam,
From the right hashes. Kicking from left to right. Snap back. Hold down. Kick is on the way. And Tichy puts it through. 13-point game. Beaks. Split out to the wide side left, Carroll to the short side right. Whitson takes the snap, straight drop, now moves left. Whitson floats to the end zone. It's tipped, batted, and caught. Touchdown, Carson-Newman. Cade Meeks on the tip drill. It was punched into the air at the goal line by Jeremiah Carroll. Meeks ran
forward, Adam. See what the Eagles do.
Seibert will kick from right to left toward the far sideline. Raises his right hand, pops it in the air, it bounces, Carson-Newman deflects it, and the Eagles have it! It is recovered by Jeremiah Carroll in Mars Hill territory. He batted it in the air, and this time, Carroll collects it.
Go get the first down. If they're going to play tight, you're gonna have to take a shot deep.
4th and 6. Whitson fakes the toss, bootleg to the right. Whitson has time. Now Whitson can take off and run. He's got the first down, and he ambles out of bounds right at the first down mark.
Player ran off the field.
There you go. Still hasn't started. Tim Clifton is out the numbers pointing at the clock. Whitson surveying things. Play clock at 27. Game clock still hasn't started clicking. 3rd and 3 for the Eagles from the 30. Speed option to the left. Whitson lowers his shoulders, has the first down and more. Shakes free of a tackle at the 15 and drags a defender between the hashes down to the 30, 27-21. Sullins the fullback behind Whitson. Ferguson slot left. Bradley slot right. Whitson takes. Gives Sullins left side. Sullins is in! Touchdown! Carson-Newman zeros on the clock. Jaden Sullins to the left on the dive. Can you say EKG Eagles? Mars Hill by a point. Takes this try from Bennett Smith's leg. Mars Hill crowd imploring a block. Bradshaw a snap. He puts it back. Campbell puts it down. Smith puts it up. He puts it through. Can you believe it? Eagles win. The Cardiac Kids have done it again. EKG Eagles. Largest fourth quarter comeback in school history. A walk-off touchdown in PAT as the final seconds come off the clock, and the Eagles are still unbeaten.
All right, those are the second half highlights as Carson-Newman collects a 28-27 win over Mars Hill to stay perfect at 6-0. When we come back, it's time for our Talon Talk. That's after these messages on the Ashley Ingram Show.
At Carson-Newman, we're not just creating nurses, we're shaping leaders.
Where else can you find a university that offers full room and board plus an unlimited meal plan for ROTC scholarship cadets? Only here, where excellence meets generosity. Step into our state-of-the-art skills lab, a sanctuary for practical learning exclusive to our nursing students. It's here that excellence becomes second nature.
With our student-focused approach, every class is an opportunity for personalized growth, thanks to our exceptional student-to-professor ratio. Experience a learning environment where collaboration thrives, supported by a strong bond between cadres and students, ensuring your success is never left to chance. And for those aiming to join our esteemed nursing program, high priority are given to Army ROTC Nursing Scholarship recipients, a testament to our commitment to your future. Dive into a nursing program where your military training at CST translates into academic credits, a rare opportunity to fast-track your degree. Join a battalion recognized for its outstanding performance, celebrated by the VA and the East Tennessee Military Affairs Council. This is where leaders are born, when you're not just prepared for the future, but you're prepared to lead it.
Hi again, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Talon Talk. I'm Andrew Rogers, and this is sophomore wide receiver Jeremiah Carroll.
Fullback is Sullins. They'll fake the toss. It's a reverse to Jeremiah Carroll to the right. Carroll across the 40. He's across midfield. Carroll in a foot race past the 30 and 25. Carroll outrunning everybody. Big time answer. Touchdown, Carson-Newman. Jeremiah Carroll. 64 yards on the reverse to the right.
Jeremiah, let's start walking down the field. When growing up, did you ever anticipate that you'd be playing college football, or was there always another sport in your mind that you'd play?
Growing up, ain't gonna lie, I like baseball a lot. Baseball, okay. I played baseball at 3. That's what really caught my interest at first. And when I started playing football, I was like 5.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
What position in baseball?
Center field.
Okay, yeah, speed.
Yeah.
So when did you eventually officially kind of figure out, okay, this is my sport, football is going to want to be what I pursue in the future?
Going into my senior year, I didn't have any like Division I offers. So like that whole summer, I was just working out like 3 times.
Yep. And
just preparing myself. My senior year, that's when I knew like I can really go to college for this.
Your dad played professional football, Ahmad. He was a cornerback, so what do you remember about his playing days growing up?
Growing up, I modeled my game after him, actually, because I used to play corner, but I switched in high school. One thing I do remember, they call him a speedy guy. In high school, he ran track and played football, and was like a multi-round guy, so I just took game after him.
So since you have played corner in your time and now you've switched to receiver, how does having played someone that's defended you helped you become a better wide receiver?
Growing up playing corner, I always used to be like, I want to know how it feel to play receiver. So I made the switch, and it was just easier. Like I knew to prepare for it and knew it was coming. So it was kind of easy.
Takes the snap, screen to the right side. Jeremiah Carroll makes his man miss. Carroll off to the races. He's across the 20 and 10. Carroll is untouched. 4-6. Touchdown, Carson-Newman. Jeremiah Carroll, 35 yards through the air on the screen.
Easy.
Let's change it up here and ask a couple fun questions. Was there a chore growing up that you dreaded to do the most? So like taking out the trash, unloading the dishwasher. What was the chore you hated doing the most? And still do, maybe?
I would say taking out the trash, because at night it was kind of dark. It was dark at night, so I'd be scared to go outside. That's it.
I'm there with you. What's the favorite game you've attended to as a fan?
Here?
In general, just as a fan.
When I was growing up, I think it was Arkansas versus Kentucky, and it went into 7 overtimes, and my dad was playing in the game, so that was a really cool one. I was young, though. I was like 3, 4.
Oof. Good memory, though. You remember that. What's the favorite game you've played in?
Favorite game I played in, I would say my senior year, 3rd round of the playoffs. That's the most we done made it since like 2014.
You guys win the game?
No, we lost.
Still a good game, though.
It was a good one.
The implications. Let's turn back to football. Caught your first career touchdown, 2 of them against Wingate a couple of weeks ago. What was that moment like in such a meaningful game to have such an impact in your team's success?
It was kind of an excitement rush. I'm not gonna lie. I hit a celebration dance and almost got a flag. So yeah, I learned my lesson.
Yeah, of course. Had another touchdown the next week. What has allowed you to progress from year 1 to year 2? Played a lot as a freshman, but now seeing extended run, especially in this offense here as a sophomore.
I would say the quarterback play. I just get adjusted to every quarterback and just want to make my quarterback look good. So I would just say a lot comes from the quarterback just trusting me. That's
about halfway through your college career. What do you hope to achieve throughout the rest of this year, but also in the coming years as you become a leader on this team and an upperclassman?
I would say All-American. That's a big goal for me. I just want to be All-American.
Yeah. What do you think it'll take to get there?
I would just say just working hard. I've always been a hard worker, so I just say working hard.
Yeah. Jeremiah, appreciate the time. Best of luck the rest of the year.
Thank you.
That is sophomore wide receiver Jeremiah Carroll. Come back over here for a second. I'm Andrew Rogers, and this is another episode of Talon Talk.
All right, back on the Ashley Ingram Show. Carson-Newman picks up a Mountain Division victory, 28-27 at the Horn, with a Jaden Sullins run to beat the Lions 28-27. Time now for this week's Talon Talk, and this week walking the field with Andrew Rogers, it's Jeremiah Carroll. 3, 2, 1. All right, thank you very much, Andrew. Ashley, we plan these things out weeks in advance. Jeremiah Carroll's a pretty good Talon Talk for this week. Pretty impactful player on Saturday. As talented a receiver as there is. What's he meant to you in this offense? The way that you've found ways to get him the ball, both in the passing game but also on the ground.
No, he's been great. He can run, and he's made plays for us when we've needed him to make plays. And he's a young man that's a lot of fun to be around. Never had a loss for words. Very entertaining young man, but he's fun to be around, and he's been a good teammate, and we're fired up. He's playing for us.
Back on the banks of Mossy Creek, UVA Wise comes to town. First-year head coach Gary Bass. They come in off of a tight loss to Anderson, but seem to be much improved from a year ago under Coach Bass. What do you have to do to improve from, I think you said it earlier, first maybe step back from a week-to-week standpoint and get back on the correct improvement track?
Right. Well, Coach Bass is doing a great job. They kind of dominated the game against Anderson, and some turnovers and not getting the ball in the end zone late kind of cost them. They beat a good Catawba team who was really at full strength then. And we know how good a team Catawba is, so I think that should send a message to our players, what's in store this week. We just have to prepare. We've got to get better today, and we've got to get better every day this week. And we have to have enough humility to come to work and take coaching and understand that we have not arrived. We're not the team that we need to be if we want to do the things we want to do.
Congrats on the win.
Thank you.
It's Carson-Newman head football coach Ashley Ingram. This has been the Ashley Ingram Show. Thanks for watching.